offensive coordinator Mike Shanahan. We'll start with Mike, and then we'll go to Jim.
Yeah, Mike, just with Curtis Rourke, his struggles kind of through the first three quarters of the game, what do you attribute to them? Just them kind of getting pressure, just him not feeling comfortable in the pocket? What did you see from Curtis tonight?
Well, I thought we actually did a pretty good job of protection for most of the game. They made it really challenging on you to get completions and get him in rhythm. I think we had a drop early on an RPO. Credit to Notre Dame's defensive backs. That's a really good unit, one of the better units we faced all year long. And, we weren't able to win some of those 50-50 contested catches that, we knew we were going to have to win a good amount of those in this game to have success. So, again, credit to Notre Dame. They challenged us, and they got the better of us on those kind of throws.
We'll go Jim from on your left. Mike's right behind you. And then Zach.
Mike, I know that you respected Notre Dame's defensive line, but tonight it looked like they were just quicker as opposed to outmanning the offensive line for Indiana and causing those problems that they were causing for Curtis.
Yeah, that's a good unit. They're just really good defense. And they did some movement stuff up front. They were blitzing one or two backers a lot throughout the game as well. And I thought, we cracked some runs. It made it hard whenever we got behind the schedule. And we were trying to run the ball at times on third down to get us in a fourth and manageable, or obviously we felt like those runs could convert as well. So, it was a combination of some of the movement and the blitzing that they had in their plan. And, I thought, we were a little bit inconsistent in picking that up at times, but I know our guys up front battled, and they made it hard on us. They really did.
We'll go right to Zach and then back to Rick.
Mike, over here. Not asking you to second guess necessarily, but you guys have been so good at getting Curtis in that rhythm that you talk about, especially with the RPOs, letting him kind of make those decisions and just get a good feel for the game. As a play caller, what's the difficulty and maybe the balance in a game like this where you see your quarterbacks not in rhythm between persisting with what's gotten him there all season versus trying to change something up, trying to throw something different at him, just maybe seeing if that kind of breaks his funk?
Yeah, all year long we try to have that good balance of not RPOs, but also run-it runs where he might be reading somebody, or we're using a receiver in motion to block the extra hat in the box and create misfits, along with the RPOs, along with the quick game, along with us trying to throw the ball down the field and create explosive plays that way. That was our plan in this game as well. I thought that Curtis made some good decisions. The D-line batted one or two of his passes away where he had guys open, and that's sort of the give and takes at times that you have. But I felt like Curtis was seeing it well out there on the field. I thought he was making the right decision. There may have been one or two throughout the game, especially early on, but then once he got settled in, I didn't think his decision making was the issue at all. Again, they did a good job switching up their coverages. When we thought we had something, then they would change it up, and that was that cat and mouse game that we were playing.
We'll go Rick back left and then Sammy.
Yeah, you guys got the interception and the pass to Elijah early on, and got down in the red zone. Went pretty quick on the next play, and he threw the pick. Looked like there was double coverage there. Did you mean to go that quick? And what did you see? What happened on the interception?
Yeah, we part of our plan was to change up the tempos, and that's something that we do every game. And you just want to keep the defense on their heels. If I remember correctly, I think they subbed. They were in their third down defense, and we were trying to catch them in a substitution after a big play. Curtis, I think, the first read was there. He worked through the progression, and he's made that throw 1,000 times, a little bit off the target and number 0. He's been making great plays all year long for those guys and made another great catch. So, and that was the one thing, about that first half. We had the ball, I think, in the red zone twice, came away with 3 points. And against a good team like this, you got to capitalize on those things.
right, we'll go Sammy, and then last one is Seth.
Yeah, you mentioned red zone, but you guys were at the 50 or in Notre Dame territory for 4 drives in that first half. What did they do to prevent you from getting into scoring zones or making the most of those opportunities?
Well, I think it was refers back to the question earlier. The D-line created some penetration. We were trying to establish the run, which we were doing a good job of. We had some runs come out early in the first half, and whenever we went back to it, maybe it was a 1-yard gain or they were in the backfield for a TFL, kind of got off schedule there, and weren't able to overcome whenever we got behind the chains. And again, credit to their defense and their plan. But yeah, that was tough whenever we couldn't capitalize on good field position.
All right, last one is Seth, front left.
Mike, big picture with everything this team accomplished this season, how should this team be remembered?
Well, I hope they're remembered for the way they played all year long, and not just this one game. But I know that these guys really battle, and I think you saw that there in the fourth quarter. And there was no give up, and just really proud of the way that they came in and approached their work all year long. It was a really fun group to coach. Everybody bought in, but I guess the record and the history books kind of speak for themselves, and hopefully they're a team that's remembered for a long time.
Great, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.